So very briefly, I'm gonna talk about like borderline personality disorder in the context of social media. Wow, not good, mostly. So, a lot of times you post attention-seeking things and you want to impress people, and you care even more about your likes than most. And yeah, so like social media use, I feel like unvetted social media use for people with borderline personality disorder like me, who might have an extreme fear of missing out and exaggerate things in their head, can be such a negative like thing. Endlessly scrolling through videos, not good. And pictures of people happy and all this stuff, because it just makes you feel like your life's not as good as other people and you're not as good as other people. And like for me, it's like it's sort of like splitting almost, in a way that like it's like when you're feeling good with your partner and you're so happy and everything's good. It's like when you're on social media and everyone's giving you likes and love and attention, you're doing better than usual and everything's good, you're feeling great. But then what happens is something goes down, or someone says something mean, and your likes go down or your views go down, and guess what, it's like you split again and you hate it and you feel so worthless. And you can't base your value off of that, because social media is not it's all social media is a game. It's just literally a video game. Like whoever can post the most edited pictures and like the cool, like I don't know, like literally it's just a video game. Like who can post the most edited photos to see how happy they are, who can deceive people the most. Like sure, people are like genuinely happy, like a small minority of them, or like, but like I've never been with my friends doing like something amazing, like like hanging out with them, and I'm like in that exact moment, maybe afterwards or maybe a little bit after, but like in that exact moment, I'm like, let's stop and take a photo and show everyone else on the internet. And like another thing is like social media is a very like, it gives you a very like, you don't really know all those people and you don't really care about them ultimately, like, and it doesn't bring you closer to a lot of people. Like it's hard. I wish I could throw social media out completely, but I feel like it's almost like, which is obviously like maybe not a good thing, but like if you completely cut yourself off from social media, in the modern world, you are kind of like in like a, I don't know, you know what I mean? Though like it's kind of hard. It's like, oh, if you don't use an ATM bank card, like, or a cell phone, because it's so ubiquitous. But there's like some ways that I mitigate my social media usage. First of all, I'm not on all social medias like Twitter and Facebook. Make it easy. Like pick one. Helps so much if you just pick one. Then you don't have a bunch of apps you can scroll through. And when you get bored on Twitter, you can go here when you do this, go that and this, and hey, how about I just pick one. I pick Instagram. I like Instagram, and take like a break, like as long as you feel comfortable with. Like I took like a month break, and then go back, and if you can get over that fear of missing out. But like for me, when I went back, I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? None of this matters. Like, what am I doing? Like, what? Like, I went back and was like, what? I'm like, who is this person that I was promoting, and like all this stuff? And it's like, it's everyone is caught up in this like game. And but the first thing would be just take a break and see how you feel when you come back, right? But the second thing would be like post and ghost. So like post something that you really want to post, that you feel like describes yourself or shows yourself, or you want to share with the world, and then delete the app. It might sound crazy, but, or don't delete it, maybe turn off your notifications, don't look at it, but it's obviously easier to delete it outright. Guess what? The biggest reason I didn't just cut out Instagram completely is because there is some things I want to share with the world. Like in my best, moments when I'm doing good, or I get a good, event or something happens, I'm with people I love, I want to share that photo with the world. However, that also comes with what? Checking your likes and comments and all this stuff. So how I mitigate that is simple. I post a photo that I really want to share, that I want my family members and my loved ones to see, and then I delete the app, and I don't look at the comments or the likes for like, let's say 2 or 3 weeks, or or never, honestly. Like, still, my latest posts, I haven't looked at them. It's better if you never look at them, but like, it's so much healthier that way. Like, posts, like, because for social media, like, it feel like it represents yourself. Sure, okay, post something that you want the world to see, but like, for me, and it's not even, and I guess it could venture into avoidance territory, but like, I just feel like it makes me so much happier overall, honestly. Like, and I know from a social media influencer who was getting thousands and thousands and thousands of likes, and they were super fit, when they were at their most fit and getting their most likes and posting all the time and commenting all the time, they weren't their happiest. And I know you can probably say the same thing. Like, come on. Like, I feel like when I'm my most, like, I feel like I don't need social media. Like, when I'm my most happiest and content with the people I love, I'm like, if social media got deleted tomorrow, I would have all these people around me still, and life would still be great. But like, I go on social media sometimes. I feel like people go on social media more when they're like feeling not needed or disconnected, or they want attention or connection and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I just feel in general like social media for people, especially with people with borderline personality disorder, but people in general, people with anxiety and stuff like that, like, it really is kind of like, it's like a new drug that we're all on and that we all take, because you get a hit of dopamine. And but it, like, I don't know, you really gotta make, like, you really gotta have a structure for yourself and like make decisions about how much you're going to use it and stuff like that, and really stick to it. Because like, when you're just endlessly scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, I just think it's not good for you, not healthy. And I think when you base your worth off of the likes and the comments and stuff like that, it's not good. And I think it's partly inevitable, so don't be too hard on yourself. But I'm just saying, like, I would really be careful about that and maybe try some of the tips that I used, but that I recommended. But